Elk hunting takes you to extraordinary places. You know, as a kid growing up in New Hampshire, like an elk, a bull elk, what is that? I might as well be hunting unicorns. It's just funny to think about how I got from there to here. And it's like when I first moved back to Montana, I was like, oh, I'll just go walk around the woods. And maybe eventually, if I spend enough time in the woods, I can actually find an elk. Totally clueless. You just learn a little bit and you learn a little bit more, and then, you know, you end up hunting with some guys who are more experienced, and you kind of eventually maybe get in the game. Nothing's guaranteed, especially on public land. I've had plenty of chances. I've missed 2. I hit a branch with my bow. I've been full draw on 3 different bulls this year. And I think eventually it'll happen. Your alarm clock goes off at 3:30 in the morning, and you're laying in bed and it's warm. And you know that it's 10 below outside. What else could get you out of bed? Except for maybe today. It's kind of my mantra. Maybe today. I think there's a progression from what is success, and to different people that's different things. It's hard to say what the Holy Grail. I mean, it's like Yvon Chouinard says, who cares about the Holy Grail? It's all about the adventure. I think the Holy Grail is why you start. The Holy Grail is what keeps you coming out here. But it's also everything else. I mean, I would like to think, I think years prior to this year, I always thought the bull was the Holy Grail, but this year I've kind of come to terms with when it'll happen, it'll happen. Doing everything I can every single day, hunting public land, do it yourself, and I'm just stumbling through a lot of this stuff. So success now, I mean, I can go out and have a day where I see a handful of elk and I don't get a shot, and I still think that's a success. Super frustrating, but super exciting. It is achievable. If you put the time in, you get yourself into shape, and you're willing to put the miles in, you're willing to stay consistent, you're willing to stay focused on the goal. I mean, the mountains will reward you eventually.